loads. Whoa, hey boys and girls, how are you all doing? I hope you're safe and well at home. And I want to tell you about something really exciting that's going on at Glencroft Church. We were absolutely gutted that we couldn't do our Easter holiday club this year because of what's going on at the moment. But do you know what? We are super excited to tell you something that is going on in a not too distant future. Actually, from the 25th to the 29th of May, only in about a week's time, we are doing our holiday club for you. Not at the church, but we're bringing it to your home. And it's going to be super great. Actually, it's going to be incredible. The Incredible Investigators, the Glencroft Church half-term holiday club at home. There's going to be so much going on. As you can see, there's so much going on behind me at the moment as well, so I need to be a little bit careful. But boys and girls, let me tell you some of the stuff that's going to be going on during this holiday club. All the normal stuff that we would normally be doing at the church, we're going to be doing at home, in your houses, living rooms, bedrooms, kitchens, wherever it's going to be. We've got loads of stuff. So let me tell you some of the stuff. Well, here it is, the Incredible Investigators Holiday Club. And you can see there's so much going to be going on during the things. Let me tell you some of the things that we've got. We've got video stories, we've got quizzes, we've got songs, we've even got Katie, who's going to be doing some crafts with you at home. So you'll be able to look at what she's doing and make your own things. We've got competitions with prizes to be won as well. And you know what? One of the best things about this holiday club is that we'll be able to send you stuff, holiday packs coming into your homes. All you have to do, you just need to sign up for it. There's a website along the bottom of the screen, www.glencroftchurch.co.uk. You go there, you click on the holiday club page, you have a look at it, read the letter, and then you just email the church at info@glencroftchurch.co.uk. Send your details and we'll get a holiday pack sent out to you at home, and it will have activity sheets, it will have loads of things for you to do. Have the daily programs for you so you can follow it, and then you just go onto the website. Each day there'll be the page that you open up and it's got all the stuff on there. And if you need other sheets as well, you can just download them off the website, and you can print them out as well. We've even got Sherbert and Herbert, our resident detectives, as well, who's going to come and help us investigate things and some questions and stuff like that. But please sign up online at our website. Go there, send us an email, send us your details, and it'll be really great. We are really excited with all this stuff that's going to be going on, and we are incredibly excited and happy to be out doing this and be able to be in your home. So boys and girls, remember, 25th to the 29th of May, get to the website, sign up as soon as you can, and we can get these packs out to you, and we're going to have an incredible time, aren't we, for our holiday club this year. So boys and girls, stay safe, and we look forward to you taking part in our holiday club. Thank you. Be with you in a minute. Hold on a second. Just making sure I'm signing up for the holiday club. Excellent. Oh yes. Oh, boys and girls, hi. How you doing? Safe at home, I hope, and getting used to this being at home and all this thing. But maybe soon, some of you might be going back to school. How exciting is that going to be? But before you go back to school, you've just seen a promo video, haven't you? We have got our fantastic holiday club that's going to be starting next Monday, only a week away. Wow, it's coming around quick. All you need to do, you know what to do, you've seen it, go to the website, sign up, send the email through, we'll get the pack out to you, and we'll be together every day next week for this wonderful time. But it's Discover Us at Home this week, first of all, and that's going to be all the normal things. We've got things going on, Steve, songs, videos, all that today, so that is really good. But I know you want to know who won last week's Kazera challenge, who disguised themselves the best, who hid the best. Well, the votes all came in, and I've got to admit it was pretty one-sided on the votes to who had the best place to hide, and I can now reveal, so 3-3 at the moment. Kezia won a drawing competition a week or so ago, didn't she, to bring it back to 3-3, and here we go. Cue the music again. Who's going to win? Sarah again. Wow, that was a pretty fantastic hiding place, wasn't it? Would never have thought. I don't know how she got in there, but anyway, she managed to do it. So well done, Sarah, for that. And there you go. You are in the lead, back in the lead, 4-3 the scores. So we're going to find out this next challenge a little bit later on, to see if Kezia can bring it back and draw, or if Sarah can go ahead for that. But boys and girls, I have got some bad news, and I have got some good news. Well, you probably already know the good news, don't you, about the holiday club. But that means that if there's a holiday club next week, that means the bad news is there's no Discover Us at Home next week. So we've come to the end of season 1 of Discover Us at Home. But don't worry, we will be back a week or so after the holiday club with season 2 of Discover Us at Home. So don't worry, we will be back in your homes after the holiday club has finished. But anyway, let's sing a song, and this is one of my favourite songs. We've only just learnt it over the last few weeks, and it's very catchy, very true, the words in it, but it's becoming one of my favourite songs. So let's sing this song together, you guys at home and me here. So let's sing.
Noah built the most enormous boat that kept the birds and animals afloat. The Lord was good, the Lord was strong, and Noah lived his life for him. Moses led his people through the sea, taking them away from away our sin, so we could get to know our God again. The Lord is good, the Lord is strong, and we will live our lives for Him. Oh, thank you, oh, thank you. All through history you were faithful. Thank you, oh, thank you. That you are just the same when it comes to me. Thank you, oh, thank you. All through history you were faithful. Thank you, oh, thank you. That you are just the same when it comes to me. When it comes to me. When it comes to me. When it comes to me.
That really is a great song, isn't it? A God who's faithful to you and to me. Absolutely amazing, and really love singing that song. So, boys and girls, I don't know if you've ever lost anything. Something you've been looking for ages and ages. You're trying to remember where it is. Oh, it does your head in sometimes, doesn't it? When you know that something you had is now lost, and maybe forever. Maybe forever. Well, I've got a story for you, a video to show in a couple of seconds that shows of a person, a father, who lost something, and very precious to him actually, and eventually, well actually, come on, let's have a look at the video. Let's watch it. It might be a story that you've heard many times, but it has a great message to us. A parable, that's what it is. A earthly story with a heavenly meaning. And so some of you might guess what it is already. But let's watch this video and see what gets lost and see if it ever gets found.
Running away. Jesus told this story about a boy who ran away. Once upon a time, there was a boy and his dad. Now, one day the boy gets to thinking, maybe if I didn't have my dad around telling me what is good for me all the time, I'd be happier. He's spoiling my fun, he thinks. Does my dad really want me to be happy? Does my dad really love me? The son never thought of that before, but suddenly he doesn't know anymore. So the son goes to his father and says, Dad, I'm better off without you. I can look after myself. Just give me my share of your money. His father's sad, but he won't force his boy to stay, so he gives his son what he wants. The son takes the money and goes on a long journey to a far-off country. And everything's wonderful and perfect for a while. He can go wherever he wants, do whatever he wants, be whoever he wants. He is the boss. He is free. Sometimes he gets a strange, hungry, homesick feeling inside his heart. But then he just eats more, or drinks more, or buys more clothes, or goes to more parties until it goes away. But soon his money runs out, and so do his friends. He ends up getting the only job he can find, feeding pigs. One day he is so hungry and so desperate, he even tries some piggy food. What am I doing? He says suddenly, as if he has woken from a nightmare. He spits, yuck, all of it, ick, out of his mouth. My father's rich, and here I am in a pigsty eating piggy food. He wipes his mouth and dusts himself off. I'm going home. As he starts for home, though, he begins to worry. Oh, Dad won't love me anymore. I've been too bad. He won't want me for his son anymore. So he practices his I'm sorry speech. All this time, what he doesn't know is that day after day his dad had been standing on his porch, straining his eyes, looking into the distance, waiting for his son to come home. He just can't stop loving him. He longs for the sound of his boy's voice. He can't be happy until he gets him back. The son is still a long way off, but his dad sees him coming. What will the dad do? Fold his arms and frown? Shout, "That'll teach you," and "Just you wait, young man"? No, that's not how this story goes. The dad leaps off the porch, races down the hill, through the gap, in the hedge, up the road. Before his son can even begin his "I'm sorry" speech, his dad runs to him, throws his arms around him, and can't stop kissing him. "Let's have a party," his dad shouts. "My boy's home. He ran away. I lost him. But now I have him back." Jesus told them, God is like the dad who couldn't stop loving his boy. And people are like the son who said, "Does my dad really want me to be happy?" Jesus told people this story to show them what God is like and to show people what they are like, so they could know however far they ran, however well they hid, however lost they were, it wouldn't matter, because God's children could never run too far or be too lost for God to find them.
Isn't it great to have a God who is there for us, no matter how far we think we're away from him, no matter how lost we think we are, that we have him there waiting for us, wanting us to come back to him when we've done things wrong, maybe as well. He's there, isn't he? If we've truly said sorry, we've truly asked for forgiveness, truly asked God into our hearts, he's there with open arms, isn't he? Just like that story, an earthly story with a heavenly meaning. It's really great to know that God is there, and when we come back to him, he wants to bless us, he wants to give us his love, he wants to give us the best that he can for each and every one of us. I think that's an amazing story, and one that we can keep in our hearts, isn't it? Knowing that he, our God, our Father, is there wanting us to be back with him. His son was lost, he's got him back, he's found. We can have that relationship back again with God, can't we? Where he can be living in us and we can be pleasing him and being with him. So we're going to have a song, and it's going to be we're going to be singing 10, 9, 8, God is Great. I know you like it. I know you like these bits. Where there's whistling, what is there always? We know, don't we? Mr. Dennis, Steve. Okay, Steve, I've said that it's got a song first, and then you're going to be after the song, okay? All right? So, 10, 9, 8, God is Great. Sing that. You can sing it as well, and then you know you're on straight after. All right? Excellent. Here we go then, boys. All right. 10, 9, 8, God is Great, and then we're over to Steve.
God is great. 7, 6, 5, God's alive. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, well, boys and girls, it's good to see you again this week, and it's been really good to see some of your cuddlies, and this is one of mine. His name is Whisper. He is a very, very lovely monkey, and he gives some of the best cuddles you can ever have, and I'm not going to lie, Whisper and I sometimes find ourselves getting into trouble at home, don't we? Yeah. Now, Whisper, can you sit on that seat nicely while I talk to the boys and girls? Oh, well, do your best, okay? You just sit there and we'll start talking to the boys and girls. Now, boys and girls, we're going to start a new Dennis time thing, okay? What we're going to be looking at is, the men who wrote the 4 Gospels. So in the New Testament, the second half of the Bible, there are 4 books all about Jesus' life and death and resurrection. We call them the Gospels. And those 4 books were written by 4 men called Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. And each week we're going to have a little look at their lives. So the first person we're going to think about is Matthew. Now Matthew was a tax collector. Ugh. That meant that he would collect money for the Romans. Now the Romans were the army. They were another nation that had come in and taken over the land. And they would take people's money. But they didn't want to collect the money themselves. No, they would find people like Matthew who would collect the money for them. And Matthew would say, "Oi, you, come here. Give me your money. The Romans need this much money." But he didn't just take how much the Romans needed. He would take a little bit extra. And that little bit extra he would take and put in his pocket. He was stealing your money. And the tax collectors like Matthew, they were selfish because they didn't care about their country. They didn't care about the fact the Romans were in charge. No, they were just interested in themselves, interested in getting more and more money. And because they wanted money and because they wanted the stuff that money could buy, they would steal it to get more and more and more. Now, Matthew doesn't sound like a very nice person, does he? And actually, boys and girls, if we're honest, we can be a bit like Matthew. Sometimes we can be selfish, can't we? We go, "Get out of the way. I'm going to go first," barging people out of the way. Have you ever done that? I know I have. Sometimes we can find ourselves really loving money and the things that money can buy. And actually, sometimes we can steal other people's things or money because that's how much we want it. Because we're just thinking about ourselves, just like Matthew did. But that's not the whole story about Matthew. You see, there was a day when Matthew was at his little tax collector's desk and Jesus came along. And Jesus said to Matthew, "Matthew, follow me." And you know what? He did. He got up. He just left his tax collecting little desk behind and he became a follower of Jesus. And he was a new man. He didn't just leave his desk behind. It was like he had a new life where he'd left behind his old selfish, money-loving, thieving ways behind him. And now he was going to follow Jesus. And boys and girls, we can become followers of Jesus as well. And as we do, we can leave behind all the bad stuff, like being selfish or loving money and stuff and stealing what we can to get it. But Matthew didn't just leave old stuff behind as he became a follower of Jesus. No, he wanted his friends to become followers of Jesus as well. So this is what he did. He used his house and probably some of the money that he had to invite them round for dinner. Round for dinner with Jesus. So they could listen to what he was going to say and so they could meet him and find out how to become followers themselves. So there was Matthew, the tax collector, who had become a follower of Jesus, with loads of other tax collectors and people who'd done bad things as well. And he invited all his friends around because he wanted them to meet Jesus and to hear about what he had to say. And boys and girls, we can do the same thing. If we've become a follower of Jesus, then now we can invite our friends, well, maybe not round for dinner to meet with Jesus, but certainly we can tell them all about Jesus as well. And that's what Matthew wanted to do. And he lived his life as a follower of Jesus, at watching all the things he did, listening to all the things he said, and writing them down in his gospel. But only did he write down what Jesus did and said, That was hard to say. But also, as he was writing his gospel, he was looking at what it says in the Old Testament as well. And he was writing down all the things that have been fulfilled, all the promises that have been kept from the Old Testament that prove that Jesus really is God's promised King and God's Son. So Matthew's Gospel, well, in his Gospel, he wants us to know that the Old Testament promises have been kept and fulfilled. So boys and girls, I hope you liked meeting Matthew. He didn't start like a very nice man, did he? And actually, sometimes nor are we. But he became a new man when he became a follower of Jesus, leaving behind all the old rubbish and living a new life as a new person and inviting as many other people to meet Jesus and hear about Jesus and read about Jesus in Matthew's Gospel. Well, boys and girls, I hope you like meeting Matthew. And it's time for Whisper and I. Whisper, you sat really well. Good boy. We can have a good cuddle later. Time for us to say goodbye, and we'll see you soon. Okay? See you later. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
So we know that Sarah is in the lead. After 7 challenges, Sarah is winning 4-3. And with this being the last challenge of this season, it's very close, isn't it? Can Sarah win this one and go 5-3 up, or can Kezia win and bring it to 4-all, and then we'll have to go into a tiebreaker. But these girls, Sarah and Kezia, they've been doing some crazy stuff over the last few weeks, and it comes down to this last challenge for this season. And so let's go over to Kezia and see what this week's challenge is.
Boys and girls, I hope you're all doing okay this week. This week's challenge, me and Sarah are going to see how many cartwheels we can do in one go, okay?
So my head is spinning already. Okay, it's have you ever tried to do a cartwheel? Probably. Did it go very well? Probably not. But so there we go. Who can do the most cartwheels in a row? Okay, most cartwheels in a row. Sarah or Kezia. This is it. No pressure, girls. No pressure. But here we go. Are you ready? Let's see Sarah's first.
Hello everybody, this is the number of cartwheels in a row. Okay.
Lindsay, you're going too far.
Well done like this. 15! Here's my turn, are you ready? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's it. I'm a bit dizzy. Okay, that's 9, kind of. 8, 8.5, 9 cartwheels. So
We have a winner. Oh, wow. I say, yeah, crazy girls. Thank you so much for doing these challenges. It's been great watching you, your rivalry, who can beat who, but Sarah has come out on top. 15 cartwheels in a row, and apparently when she filmed that, it was just after lunch, so I'm glad it's the cartwheels that we saw and nothing else coming up. But well done, Sarah. Kezia, next season you might have to up your game a little bit on these challenges, but thank you very much. So there we go, let's have a look. Just to finish with, Kezia finishes on 3 wins, but Sarah 5 wins for you. Well done. The prize is in the post, but the post is taking a bit longer than normal at the moment. So yeah, anyway, you might not see that. So anyway, let's sing a song. And this one is God, You're Good to Me. Boys and girls, we're coming to the end of Discoverers at Home for this week, and it's been a fantastic 9 episodes that we've done already over this lockdown period. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, isn't there? And things are beginning to get better, and hopefully very soon we'll be able to meet again together in the church and have Discoverers at Home. But I'm sure there'll be another season of Discoverers at Home. We will be back after the incredible Investigators Holiday Club. Don't forget to sign up for that. 25th to the 29th of May. That's next Monday it starts. Get on the website, sign up for that, and you'll get your pack in a post, and we can all be involved in that. But one last thing. I showed you one of my favourite teddies last week, didn't I? Little Bunny, over 35 years old I've had him for, and used to comfort me. And you've sent in your photos of that precious little bundle of fluff that you have at home. And so we're going to put that on to finish with, and a song at the end. I know it's one of your favourites. It's Your Love, and we're going to sing that straight after we've seen all your teddies. But boys and girls, stay safe, please. Missing you guys loads and loads and loads. It's great that I can still see you when these photos and videos and stuff come through of you guys all at home. And these ones, I've got to say, these are the cutest ones that I've seen so far. You and your teddies, and sit back and enjoy and watch all you guys at home. So we will be back next week with our holiday club, Incredible Investigators. Join with that, sing the song at the end of the teddies, and we'll see you very soon. So it's Tally Hoes and Toodle Pips.
If you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you'd better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Every teddy bear who's been good is sure of a treat today. There's lots of marvelous things to eat and wonderful games to play. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, they hide and seek as long as they please, 'cause that's the way the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout, they never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears. If you go down to the woods today, you better not go alone. It's lovely down in the woods today, but safer to stay at home. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today is the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout, they never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy